You know, I think after this commentary, I think I might just hate this fucking thing.
How did we get 500 coins then, James?
Oh, well, that, to be fair, I am using my old save file for this, where I actually did go out of my way to gather up a whole bunch of coins, get all the stuff from the gacha box, or at least all that's most important anyway. And so I was able to more or less get all that done, you know, at least halfway into whatever time we took in the playthrough to not even get everything.
I want to
Right, yeah.
If you have everything already, what's left in the gacha box?
I imagine it would just be more cookies.
More cookies, missiles, and all the repeated notes and whatnot. And that's really all there is to it.
Gotcha.
So, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, before we end things off proper, as we promised, we are going to more or less do some catch-up. And for those wondering why Iki's not here, he is currently suffering from gacha box withdrawal.
Yeah.
He is, last I saw, he was I mean, I kind of saw the warning signs when he was frothing from the mouth. And
yeah, it was not a pretty sight at all.
We'll catch up with him for the next Ape Escape. So I have here the list of everything that we missed. So we could, like, already with the comics, we missed comic number 15.
Alright, so comic number 15 is Spinning Specs. Oh, I'm actually surprised we didn't get this one, but okay.
Splish. Oh, he's washing his face.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, it should be noted, if you can tell by the glasses, this is supposed to be another White Pants monkey.
Right.
And so Spectre decides to try them on. Whoa! The room is spinning!
That's what the glasses are for.
Wild ride!
Shush. But,
how can you stand these glasses? Your eyes must be messed up!
what does White Monkey say?
About that, Spectre, sir.
Oh. Oh, they work
Alright.
perfectly. Oh, I get it. Oh no, okay. I thought it was okay. I thought it was gonna be some cute little like clever thing of his eyes are going counterclockwise, so the glass is going clockwise, reverses it, and thus makes his vision look totally normal. But
I guess
fair
so.
enough.
But yeah, that's literally the only comic we have left, and I do believe we only have one concept art left to get, which, believe it or which, funny enough, is actually something you don't get until you properly 100% your run. So
Really?
Yeah.
So number 34.
34 is, I mean, should have guessed it, Spike.
Yep, Spike's concept art for being involved in this game.
It looks like he's starting to. Looks like his shirt's starting to outgrow him.
Which is
Or
I
he just
think
put
it would
on a
go the other
different
way.
shirt.
Oh, that could be too. He always wants to wear a shirt that's a little too big, and I thought he was okay. It took a little bit of getting used to with this new art style and his new voice, but and they were gonna have Jake in this originally.
Yeah, Jake was originally supposed to be in this, and then, well, I mean, considering the fact that people mostly know him as Spike's friend who got mind controlled, and, you know, I don't know what sort of relation he has towards Jimmy, but, well, they just decided to leave him out in the final product.
Well.
So, I guess with that all said and done, was there anything else from, like...
We had secret photos.
Alright, secret photo number...
21.
Spectre's entrance. Give it your best shot.
And then we
Okay.
then we slammed an escape pod into his face because he kept landing on the track. Then it was 22.
Oh, 22? Alright, 22, advanced strategy?
Well, what is it? What could it be? Oh.
Ouch!
Well, he gave it his best shot.
You know what? That would actually make a good thumbnail piece.
All right, now we got the thumbnail piece out of that. Lastly, we had 36.
36 is get both of them. Another thing that you can only get if you 100% the game.
Aww,
Hey.
I did it! Wow, Spike looks
His eyes.
noticeably
I think it's mostly his eyes.
more indifferent about the situation. Like, I'm just happy to be here.
Again, I just think this art... I think there's a solid enough reason why they decided to go with Jimmy for this new game, because Spike in this art style looks a little unorthodox.
Well, it's weird. He looked perfectly fine in that piece of concept art we saw him in.
Well, that's
it
just the difference between concept art and then, you know, putting it all into the final game. And reminder, this is an early PS2 game, so...
It does make it seem like maybe his inclusion was a more last minute, one of the later decisions in the whole project. And that's the last secret photo.
Either that, or maybe it's just the matter that he was like the first thing that they made, but then realizing that he kind of clashed with the art style as a whole, that's why they made Jimmy. Anyway, with that all said and done, what are we missing?
That's it, Monkey Fable time.
Alright, story time! So, if I remember correctly, the last story we were able to stop on was, number
13?
13.
13, the Monkey Village. All right, so I know we read this one or this page.
I think
so
we did the second one as well.
All right, and yeah, basically when you actually decide to reread them through the gallery, they pretty much do go in sequence.
That's good.
Okay.
So we got all this done, and
Right.
this.
Yep, the sing for them. Sing was the best character. So then it's this next one. So the next one's where we will resume.
All right, so you know what? I'll go first.
Okay.
The party lasted for 3 days and 3 nights. As the party reached its end, the monkeys noticed the first flakes of snowfall. It was winter, and all they had left was one single banana. Just one. Snow had begun falling. How would the monkey village get through the winter? Would they survive?
Not without developing cannibalism.
Just
Oh,
like
wow.
that.
Shit.
That's it.
Bad ending, and the future refused to change.
Fuck.
Okay. All right.
Spectre, you ran into a time paradox.
Well, just now it's just on to Monkey Fable. So we start all the way back. We never had number 1.
Number 1 was Monkey Taro,
Yep. good
based
old
on the
Momotaro.
ever-popular hit Momotaro.
A long, long time ago, there lived a great monkey named Monkey Taro. An old lady monkey found him after he'd been born inside a giant banana. One day, the old lady monkey and her husband gave him 3 bananas and pushed him out the door, telling him not to come back until he defeated the ogre that was ravaging the capital. And don't forget the ogre's treasure, he was told. Wow, that's remarkably more. What the hell's the word? They're a lot more like shrewd in this portrayal.
They're really
Yeah.
setting himself up for greatness, and only just because they want to live off his said greatness.
Yeah.
Although he'd been charged with the task of defeating this ogre, he hadn't the slightest idea where to find him.
Yeah, they probably should have given him a map or something.
While he was searching for the ogre, it grew dark, and Monkey Taro lost his way. He decided to eat the 3 bananas the old lady monkey had given him. He was still hungry, but lay down at the base of a tree and slept there for the night.
The end.
The next day, he tried to ask a passing boy about the ogre's whereabouts, but the boy did not understand a single word that he said.
Wait, a passing ogre? Oh, a passing boy. Passing boy. I thought
Passing
an ogre
Passing
walked by
ogre.
him. Like,
Excuse me, Mr. Ogre, have you seen the ogre? Oh.
can't say I've seen him anywhere, but I'll let you know if I keep an eye out for him. All right, thank you, Mr. Ogre.
Hey, wait a minute! Seeing that the boy was flustered, the boy, for some reason, handed him a dango.
Aww.
And I do love that they actually do. Oh, right, he's going to parentheses, traditional Japanese delicacy. Look it up.
Yeah.
The half-starved Monkey Taro was overjoyed and chopped away on the delicious dango without the slightest show of manners.
It's almost like he was a monkey or something.
I don't want to directly correct him because that pronunciation works so well with that voice, but it is pronounced dongo. But
Oh,
dango
dongo.
works so much better for that voice that we're using.
Okay, that's fair.
Well, you know,
Ne-
it's a
news
4-piece
at
production, so you might as well.
News at 11.
The origami killer is still at large.
Oh,
Sorry.
God.
After finishing the dongo, Monkey Taro decided to follow the young boy for the time being, as he hadn't a clue about the ogre's whereabouts. Soon the boy met a dog, and then a pheasant, who were both looking quite distraught. The boy gave them each a delicious dongo and helped them find their way. Wait a minute, I thought it was Oh, okay, I see where this is going. Originally it was supposed to be Momotaro who gave everyone the fruit to let them go with them, or the peaches or whatever.
I mean, if there's anything I'll definitely give these monkey fables, they definitely like to twist around the fables, like the traditional fables, by a lot.
Oh, it's
As
humorous.
seen in Little Red Riding Hood.
Aha. Monkey Taro was very impressed by the boy's show of kindness.
After a few days, the group led by the boy and Monkey Taro rowed a boat across the sea to an island inhabited by countless ogres.
Top of the morning, mate!
This reminded Monkey Taro that it was his job to defeat the ogre, and so with the help of the boy, the dog, and the pheasant, he began a fierce fight with the ogre. Well, which one, though? They say there's countless ones of them.
I just suddenly imagine them literally going up against the freaking ogre mob that was in the fourth Shrek film.
I was thinking Shrek. Like, I was waiting for one of them to talk. I was going to give him a Scottish accent.
I was gonna say make it sound like a tune shot. No, and the image that Matt just the image that Hype just put in my head is him walking up saying, "Are you the great ogre?" No.
No.
Walked up. Are you the great ogre? No.
No.
Just keeps
After a
walking down
fierce
the line.
fight, the band were victorious and took with them a huge amount of treasure as their own reward.
Awesome.
Sweet. After the group returned to the capital, they began bickering over dividing up the spoils. Monkey Taro put up the fight of his life, but in the end, the boy ran off with every last nugget of gold.
Wait, so they were about to... Oh, Jesus.
You know what? I guess that makes up for all the dangos he kept offering.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta pay the bill somehow.
I guess so.
Fearful of old monkey couple's wrath, he decided against returning home, instead selling himself to the circus, where he spent the remainder of his days entertaining children with his unique low-flying chimp routine.
Wait, so does this mean that when we were in the circus level, that casino, that we actually captured Monkey Taro? Wow.
That's a very likely possibility. But that is the end of our tale.
Were any of the monkeys named Taro? Because that would actually be really funny.
Nah, the
No,
closest
but
like...
you know what? And you know what? I think that's something that the localization should have totally taken advantage of.
Right. I mean, okay, now we have number 2. The closest I can think of is that we did at one point capture, in that Kung Fu, you know, the dojo level, we did capture a flying monkey on a cloud that was pretty much meant to be... Or not, no, it was... No, that was the freaking Monkey King. Yeah, that wasn't
that was
on
Goku.
Yeah, my bad. Messed it up. Anyway.
A long, long time ago, there lived an old monkey couple. They lived joyously together for many years, but they were very saddened by their lack of a child.
Oh no, I just remember what this one is.
One day, Old Man Monkey went to the mountains to fetch bananas, and Old Lady Monkey to the river to wash pants.
I think so too, because I think I brought it up in one of our other videos.
You brought it up off screen, I remember that much.
The old lady monkey began doing the washing in the river. When much to her surprise, a giant banana came drifting by.
Oh.
But she wasn't hungry in the least, so it mattered little to her.
Oh, just let it
2
go.
days later, a rotting monkey was found floating near the shore further down the river.
They never saved him.
Nope, and thus he literally rotted in that same banana he was encased in. The end.
Wow.
Die. Die. Alright, and on to number 5.
Number 5, which is Apeshima Taro.
What's
So many
this
Taros
one?
we're dealing all at once.
Yeah, what's this one meant to be?
Let's
Oh,
see.
here.
A long, long time ago, there lived a young monkey named Apeshima Taro. An eccentric young primate, he spent most of his time diligently fishing, despite the fact that he hadn't the slightest taste for fish.
Aw.
One day, Apeshima was walking along the beach when he spotted some young rascals tormenting a sea turtle.
Apeshima was usually not one for getting involved, but he simply could not pass up a chance to snatch the luscious-looking banana the rascals had with them. He cast a net quite athletically upon the kids, fully entangling them. Without much effort, he had one top banana.
I just realized this. His whole technique was literally the perfect cast.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Apeshima was shamelessly indulging himself in the bright yellow banana when the sea turtle began to speak to him.
Despite being a talking ape himself, he didn't feel very comfortable about a talking turtle. It creeped him out, to be frank. But as he had finished his banana, he didn't have much else to do, so he decided to oblige this strange turtle.
Why not?
Doing as the turtle told him, Apeshima rode upon his shell to the bottom of the sea. They had wonderful adventures together, Maxie.
Sure thing, Dad.
Once there, they were greeted with more schools of fish than you can imagine, and a princess, but mostly fish.
All the fish.
Princess Ariel.
That's you,
right,
James.
me. Okay. The princess and the fish sang and danced for Apeshima, as they were quite thrilled that he'd saved the turtle. No expense was spared with their sacrificial servings of sashimi and tempura. By the way, that's delicate raw fish and fried vegetables for the uninitiated.
I know
The
these
taste
Torres.
was unbelievable! Alas, as we know, Apeshima didn't have a stomach for fish, and so he left it quite untouched. He put in a special order for banana, but was told they had no such thing in the sea. Apeshima, thoroughly disappointed, decided to return home.
The code.
The code?
Before he left, the princess gave Apeshima a gift. It was a chest that she told him that he must never open. He was, of course, pleased by her kindness, but quite frankly, a gift that one cannot open may as well be no gift at all.
Yeah, I mean, when you really stop and think about it, that does seem kind of true.
It's basically here. I don't want here. This is taking up space in my closet, so
So after returning to the beach, he threw it straight back into the sea where it likely belonged, and went home. Unfortunately, for centuries, no fisherman could ever catch a single fish from the sea into which that mysterious chest was thrown.
So, what was even in the chest to cause such
I need to look up what this thing was
destruction
originally.
of the ecosystem?
I need to look up what this was
Well,
originally.
it's not like the story's gonna tell us.
Okay, I figured it out. So there was so this is based on a Japanese folklore called Urashima Taro,
Ah.
which is a rescue to carry it on its back. Hang on. So let's see. Oh, he spends so in the original story, he spends what he believes to be several days with the princess. But when he returns to his home village, he discovers that he had actually been gone for at least 100 years with the princess.
Holy shit.
So then she gives him a jeweled box saying to never open it. So unfortunately he does open it, and when he does open it, I guess the idea is that jeweled box had stored all the time that he had spent with her for over 100 years, and in opening it he released all that time and turned it instantly into an old man.
Ah, jeez. So basically a more violent take on Rumpelstiltskin, or not Rumpelstiltskin, fucking Rip Van Winkle.
Yeah, Rip Van Winkle, yeah. Okay,
Okay.
so next we have is, we skipped 13, we're up to 15 now.
Alright, number 15. Jack and the Bean's Banana Stock.
Oh,
Oh,
wow,
boy.
why not?
Tale as old as time.
That's about the time of the forest gods of a human town was a bird monkey village.
He's getting better at it.
I'm sorry, did you get all that?
Yeah, more or less, I go off with context clues. No, absolutely no idea. I've never known what he was talking about.
Have you? The monkeys who lived there existed in terrible poverty. There was that one banana that you died.
I love hearing I get it from Vinny when he would voice Scoot from Animal Crossing like that, which is again where that voice kind of came from. I'll just outright admit, but just he was playing a freaking Me Tomo or whatever, the Me Adventure, the Me RPG game for the DS.
Yeah.
And just there were all these bananas, and there was this whole like bit that I kept cracking up. It was like him like saying,
I just wanted a banana. Banana.
"Scoot, do you not know how to say the word banana?"
Banana.
And he just kept trying. He just couldn't do it.
No
Anyway,
freakazoid.
'cause-
No freakazoid. Anyway.
That day the monkeys finally ran out of bananas. And that for the time to try and send their factory nice pair of pants so that they could buy old.
Are you sure you're not choking every time you bring that voice up?
No, I don't
It
think-
depends on if I do know inflictions. I could do it fine. It's the attempt to add inflictions that does start a bit of a strain.
It definitely sounds like you need to be hydrated to pull that off, though.
Oh, absolutely.
All right,
I mean, nothing more satisfying than a watered duck. Anyway, let me think. Whatever. A monkey named Jack was chosen to go to town, so he loaded every last pair of pants onto a cart and set out. On the way, he met a lone professor. The professor felt much pity when he saw the anxious look on young Jack's face, and so he offered to give Jack a bioengineered banana seed in exchange for the cart full of monkey pants. You know, that would really explain the intro to this game.
Yeah.
Jack realized he had nothing to lose, and the professor seemed honest, so they made the trade.
Jack arrived home with a big smile on his face and eagerly showed his fellow monkeys the great banana seed. His comrades were furious that he had not brought back even a single banana for them to eat, so they thrashed the poor misguided twit.
Wow.
Young Jack, depressed and alone, made his way to the back of a shack and planted the seed. When he woke up the next day, everyone had gathered at the back of the shack, and they were creating quite a stir.
To everyone's tremendous surprise, a grand banana stalk had grown from the seed planted the previous day, so great that it reached up to the highest clouds. Everyone was absolutely thrilled. Jack quickly jumped up onto the nearby branch and climbed the banana stalk. He found countless bunches of giant bananas so large they must have been 1 or more tons each.
All right, big bananas.
That's a hell of a banana find.
Yeah, all this time.
Jack was overjoyed and began to shake the banana stalk vigorously.
All right, let me think. Jack knew that everyone was waiting with an empty stomach at the base of the banana stalk. So after he had knocked down every last banana, he climbed back down in great anticipation. However, back on the ground, nothing could be found except for dozens and dozens of giant bananas. There was not a single monkey in sight. So Jack began waiting, eagerly awaiting the return of the village folk, but none came back.
What?
Oops. Not for all eternity.
Jesus.
The end!
For those
Mr. Cra-
for those not quick on the know, all the bananas he shook up pretty much squashed all the monkeys.
Mr. Krabs, this is a very weird story.
Yes, but it's my story.
Okay, next one is 16. Yeah, 16.
Yeah, I don't think we got Jimmy and Peepuchi yet, which are we about to learn about their tragic origin story?
Here we go. Get to the
Let's
gritty
see.
live-action remake. Oh crap! I didn't think of a voice in time. Wait, I got one. Wait, it's coming to me. I know I had one ready. I was gonna do. Crap! It was gonna be that voice, but then I mixed up with the. Crap!
Just do
I
something.
think I know. I'm thinking.
Zach
I'll-
Brannigan?
No, I already did that one. That was basically the silence you. That's where that whole thing started
Okay,
from.
that's fair.
I remember. I remember
he's
now. I remember the voice I was gonna do.
Once upon a time, a young boy named Jimmy lived in poverty with the little monkey Peepuchi. Peepuchi was a little monkey he found lost in the forest, and they lived happily together, Captain. One day, when they went out into the fields, Peepuchi suddenly pointed to the ground, wanting Jimmy to dig. Although it seemed strange, he did just that, and sure enough, there was a huge supply of bananas buried there in the soil.
What good are bananas to stop Peter Pan?
Sorry, I just love that line.
I just like, Captain, no splash.
Oh, splash!
It just looks so like, oh my gosh.
I
Yeah,
still
anyway.
love that.
As we know, Jimmy and little Peepuchi were very poor, so they were quite ecstatic about this banana find. So ecstatic that they were oblivious to the monkeys nearby who had been hiding in the shadows, watching. They quickly aped the pair's actions, but they all found they were dug were rotten bananas.
I mean,
Oh.
that's kind of the realistic expectation of finding them under the soil.
Yeah.
Feeling tricked, they flew into a rage, jealous of the lucky pair. They were so angry, you could hear the intense emotion dripping from their voices. They gave Peepuchi a whack,
Oh,
which made him cry loudly.
jeez.
I suddenly have an idea of what I'll probably splice there.
Oh no.
Let me think. You know what? Okay. As soon as Peepuchi began crying, the very ground upon which his tears fell began sprouting banana trees. That's right, son, sprouting big old banana trees. Again, Jimmy and Peepuchi were overjoyed with this stroke of luck. The monkeys, seeing this, were now sure that if they cried, they too would have their own banana trees. So they began slamming their heads against rocks to cry. Son, I would not advise doing that whenever we decide to plant a tree in the back. No matter how hard they tried, nothing came out of their tears, and their heads were soon covered with bumps and boo-boos.
Ow.
Yeah, I was thinking about this. I'm looking at it's like, I forgot the name of the guy. I don't know if I think it's Gene Autry, but that voice, I know what you're doing, but that voice also sounded like it could have been a dead ringer for the guy who sings the Frosty the Snowman song.
Yeah, I think he was trying to be Spike from Tom and Jerry.
That's what I thought. I believe so too. But yeah, no.
Yeah, no, my impression was terrible.
No, you're fine. But I'm saying like
you're
that.
fine.
But I was saying I could also like hear the. There must have been some magic And that old whatever top hat of his anyway. Okay, different guy.
The monkeys were angered as never before, and so that night they came and ate every last banana on the banana tree. When the pair woke up in the morning, they were sorely disappointed, for not a single banana remained for them to eat.
God damn it! I just have an idea of whenever my turn's next.
I don't know. We got a couple more stories left.
With nothing better to do, they planted the banana peels in their farm, and from whence they'd planted the peels, out sprouted many beautiful flowers. What the fuck? How did that?
They peel flowers.
How did? Okay, flowers.
Victor, what kind of story are you telling Charmy?
That was not Vector. I was not trying hard enough for that to be
Were you
considered
trying to be
Vector.
Satchmo?
I was just doing Lucky Jack deep voice number 3. And hope for the best.
Okay, but actually on that note,
Just then, a kindly professor strolled by and was quite pleased by the beautiful flowers and gave the pair many wonderful gifts. Like a froggy! Oh, lots of froggies! They spread the froggy peel across the ground, but the professor slipped upon it.
Oh.
The monkeys once again became very mean and angry. But this time the professor was angry too.
Okay.
And so he caught them all up and warped them away with his shaka bazooka.
Oh, there it was.
The end, Froggy.
So the moral of today's story, kids, is monkey see, monkey do, but sometimes what monkey do is no good.
And gets shoot. I don't know. Okay, the next one.
We already got
is,
Thumbalochi.
18 and 19 are left, so 18.
The monkey's new clothes. For some reason, I kind of wanted to eat. For some reason, I've actually trying to remember. Is this supposed to be based on like the Emperor's new clothes or something like that?
Yeah, based on that one.
Just making sure. Long ago, time-wise, there lived an old professor who was a tireless inventor. Always hoping to discover something that Big Break would become. But for some reason, success never quite came to be. One day, he was in town on some errands when he noticed great crowd attracted to a poster.
give me
Oh.
a second.
That's my turn.
Oh, I tried.
No, that's fine. No, I heard that. Let me see. What do I should be? This is just come out its own thing.
The professor.
I'm working.
The professor.
Stepped over to the poster, which read, "Make me a pair of monkey pants unlike any other, and you shall be rewarded handsomely."
Yes, this is my C-3PO impression for those wondering.
This turned out to be a message from King Spectre, who wished for a rare pair of monkey pants. The professor saw this as a golden opportunity and rushed home to begin preparations.
Give me a second. I think I have some. Why not?
The professor had a poor eye for fashion, so instead concentrated on originality. He decided that he would create a unique pair of monkey pants that would be visible only to monkeys. To humans, he would just look buck naked.
Oh, yeah.
This was a great gamble for the professor, so he spent much precious capital on the design of the pants. This decision did, however, pay off. After much toiling, he had some fine pants that only monkeys could see.
Fine pants.
Supposedly, only they can see.
Let's see, trying to think, what was that? Oh, yeah. Finally, the day came for Spectre to select the winning pair of pants. Every pair of pants was splendidly designed and had fine features. To be honest, the professor was quite worried. However, the moment Spectre set eyes on the professor's pants, he fell immediately in love with those undergarments and told the professor he had won.
On what?
Nothing.
Okay, what am I gonna do? Let's try this. Damn it. It's like you think about it, and then the second it's your turn, you forget about it.
Damn.
Nuts.
I feel ya.
I think I'll go with this one.
Spectre, very pleased that he had acquired a splendid new pair of pants, gave the professor the promised handsome reward. It was a chest packed full of bright and shining gold.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, this was gold that was only visible to monkeys.
Oh.
And so the professor returned to life as a humble inventor, just as poor as ever.
Aw.
He never knew he had all this gold.
The end.
I don't
Did
even
at least-
like hard stuffed bread thingies.
Did it at least feel real?
I
And
was
so
la-
for our last one, we have the giant banana stalk.
The
Don't worry,
Janina
it's-
banana.
The
Yeah, no.
na-na-na-ma-ma-ma.
Anyway,
Let's do it.
they're pipe.
Our story takes place on a hot summer's day in the monkey village. This village had thus far survived by selling the milk from its cows. But the cows had recently ceased to produce milk. After much debate, the monkeys decided that they had no choice but to kill and sell the cows.
Oh,
How can you sell cows when you have to kill them first?
Hamburger, son.
fair.
A monkey named Jack, didn't we talk about this palooka already?
That's
Was
possible.
charged with the task of herding the cows to town to sell them. And on his way, he happened upon an old fart.
Oh,
Okay. I mean, it was indeed an old fart. The old professor gave a smooth talk about a newly discovered bean, and Jack was quite taken to it. Before he knew it, he was without one cow and left with only a single bean in hand. When he returned, his starving friends gave him quite a telling off, and I tell you, it was a real tell-off. As he was hit and kicked, the mysterious bean slipped from his grip and landed in the garden. The next day, Jack found a great banana tree growing from the garden. A great banana stalk that extended far into the sky.
Mary, this is why we don't give Bentley, 2 cups of coffee in the morning.
But I like the story, Sly.
He's just chilling. Anyway, how about you know what? I'll go ASMR. Why not?
Oh, Lord.
Get the pop filter in.
Jack climbed up the banana stalk all by himself, eventually reaching the clouds. There he found bunches and bunches of giant bananas. Thrilled by the sight, Jack quickly sunk his teeth into the juiciest looking of them.
I don't even know if this is even gonna get kicked. Hey man,
I'm gonna gently brush my hair while Funky Kong retails.
you know what? Screw it.
Stop.
How's it going, bro? Jack was exhausted from both starvation, dude, and the scorching summer weather. Forgot even about the gnarly passage of time. Quite lost in his bodacious feast of giant aromatic bananas.
I love you, Funky.
Oh, you're up.
This is what he does when he's lonely, folks.
Yeah.
You know what? Might as well go for broke here.
When Jack finally finished every
There is
last
some more Wario
banana,
hate.
he went back down the banana stalk. In a rather depleted spirits, he reached the ground and returned to his home. But when he was announced of his arrival, there was no reply. When he went inside his room, there were 2 monkeys sitting face to face, long since passed away. The calendar on the wall read, Wasember.
And that's the end of our story, folks.
Oh my gosh.
Wah.
Oh gosh.
And yeah, the last one would have been the Nightmare Scenario, which I believe was like our... What was that, like
That was like one of the
second
first. That was like the second one we got, where like it was like an alternate ending to this game, and like monkeys had taken over, and like then it was like then Inspector's son was a thing. It was a whole that was also one that took like 9 chapters to finish.
Yeah, that was like the
and look-
longest at the Fables.
And just then when Jimmy turned around, he was like, "Yeah!" Like he was so excited about all the crazy crap he had just heard. But
Yeah, so I guess with that said, ladies and gentlemen, that is literally it for Ape Escape 2. We are never touching this game again for the channel, unless we decide to, I don't know, maybe 5 years from now we decide to do a race or something.
or unless we can't find them, or if we forget.
Yeah, though, actually, Okay, you know what I lied. There is one less thing we'll show off, but that is where we will be ending our commentary. So, as we said before, stay tuned as Logan and I host Apescape Pumped and Primed.
Oh, okay. Also, Jimmy, you got those facing the wrong way. Why is everything... Natalie, you're so far away!
Turn the other way, dickhead!
Oh, there you go. Anyway.
All right.
Yeah.
I have to thank you for all your warm support, because without it, I wouldn't be here on this stage singing. I love you so much, everyone, and in order to thank you, I'd like to sing my debut single. There's no escape.